Hi everyone, I'm your host Law of the West, and this buyer's guide is going to be about the Crusader Intrepid. And I like to keep these buyer's guides as short and to the point as I can, and luckily I did have a lot of time to spend with this ship while it was available in the test server. And there were only two concerns I had for it during that time. One of them was with its weapon system, and the other was with its price. And I knew that in order for it to be competitive, they had to keep it around $60, because if they exceeded the cost of an Avenger Titan, then there really wouldn't be any reason to buy this ship. And I was happy to see that its war bond price is $60, which I think was a smart move. It has two size 1 missiles, and they decided to upgrade its main weapon to a single size 4 gun. Before they did this, the Intrepid had the least powerful weapons loadout among any of the other starter ships, and now it just sits below the 100i when it comes to its raw DPS. So it's good to see that they addressed the two things that I was really concerned with about this ship. For the longest time, I've been recommending the Avenger Titan as a starter ship for new players. It's not officially a starter ship, but it does come bundled along with a game package in the pledge store. And I've always been using it as a measuring stick to compare any new starter vessel with. So how does the Intrepid compare to it? They're both very close when it comes to their cost, but when it comes down to it, the Intrepid has better amenities while the Titan has a stronger weapon selection. The Titan has two size 3 guns and a size 4 weapons mount on its nose, plus it has more missiles. But for amenities, it only has a bed. While the Intrepid has a bed, suit locker, weapons rack, physicalized storage, a food dispenser, a lounge, and a rather unique way to store its cargo. It basically has everything but a med bed. It can hold 8 SCUs of cargo just like the Titan, and it keeps them on 2 extendable platforms that can be independently lowered from the ship. This is going to be really good for loading and unloading cargo. Unfortunately, it can't be used to transport vehicles like the Titan can. You can get a pulse onto it if you're motivated, but I was having trouble getting it to stay on the maglock grid, and the PTV is too big to even fit onto the ship. The only other thing about the Intrepid is that CIG doesn't often come out with starter ships, and they represent a way for new players to get something that's relatively inexpensive, and they could be used to do any of the beginning missions so that they can get a feel for whatever it is that they want to pursue as a career. And during this event, you're also going to be able to get that ship at a war bond price with lifetime insurance. And the two major attributes that a starter ship have is how fast could you earn your way to getting a new, more specialized vessel that has better capabilities, and how useful is your starter ship going to continue to be after you've expanded out your fleet. I haven't been able to do a 0 to hero playthrough with the Intrepid, but based on what I've seen so far, I consider it to be a mid-range starter ship that has very good hauling capabilities, mid-range firepower, and extremely good amenities. So it should be able to get you to the point where you could be earning your second ship in-game using the credits that you've earned by using the Intrepid fast enough, and the number of creature comforts that it comes with is going to make it a great runabout / mobile apartment. And one last thing is that if you only wanted to own one ship, eventually you may get to the point where you want to upgrade your starter vessel to something that's a little more capable or more specialized. And if you do that, then the ship you upgrade it to will inherit whatever insurance your starter ship has. So if you bought the Warbond version of the Intrepid, which comes with LTI, then the ship that you upgraded to will also have LTI. And the Intrepid is only going to be offered at a Warbond price and with LTI for a limited amount of time. Do I think it's worth it? It's definitely worth it for new players, especially for the price that they're asking and for the features that it offers. Well, that's going to be it for this buyer's guide for the Crusader Intrepid. I've been your host, Law of the West. Thanks for watching, and take care.